Hi guys, to another gun build of Modern Warfare 2, and today we're actually going to be going over the fastest SMG in the entire game. Okay, kick me out of the game. But the fastest handling SMG that you could possibly get out of the entire game. And this is actually going to be a bit surprising, but it is going to be the BASP SMG. And this is from one simple change when it comes to this gun. So this is actually going to be more so focused on mobility. So that's going to be movement speed, base movement speed, sprint speed, all that kind of stuff for getting around the map faster. So it's not necessarily handling speed. That even though that is really high, as you can see on the stats there, it is incredibly quick. But you do have like the Vel 46, which will be right behind in mobility just by a little bit, but it has like way better handling, so if you want to like get on target faster you can with the Vel 46. But what's really cool about the BASP or the MPX here, it doesn't have the best handling, or it will lack in a little bit of slower handling, even though it's already blazing fast. Like as you can see, like it's already really dang fast, but it will have the fastest movement speed that you can get out of all the other SMGs. The only other gun that actually comes close to being on par with it is the Fennec 45, and that was with its really fast mobility. We also had to put on like a double tap mod in order to get it there. So there was a change that was made not too long ago, and this is actually like right on par with the actual movement speed. Like this one has the best handling speed out of all of them for the actual Fennec there. So really cool when it comes to like real fast able to aim down sight and all that kind of stuff there, but it doesn't have the best mobility. So technically it has one of the best mobility and handling to the entire gun there, but I want a gun to where it has pretty alright handling while also having a little bit larger of a magazine capacity, so it also has a really decent damage ranges, and that is going to be the BASP. So I would be running this as pretty much the entire setup. So I want to go to the patch notes here and actually show this off. You can go to the settings when you go to the pause menu. You can open up the seasons where they actually made changes. And later on down the line, when you get past like all the attachments and stuff, they will go down to magazines, and they'll show you like all the larger magazine changes, or all large magazine changes. But at the very end, it'll say small magazines. It gives you movement speed increase, the sprint to fire speed increase. So that is universal on every single small magazine. So I decided, why not put the smallest barrel on this gun for the BASP. If you can go to the barrel here, as you can see for like the Vel 46 or the MP7, the smallest barrel or the lightest barrel you can get on there does not increase your movement speed or your base movement speed. It will increase aim down sight speed, but that's about it. The BASP though does have a barrel that will increase your movement speed, so you can go to there, tune it for the quickest mobility that you can possibly get out of it for speed. The VOK laser, same thing for tuning. The no stock, you want to also grab that. The Bruin flash grip, again tuned for mobility and down sight. Apparently that wasn't tuned all the way. And then you also want to go for your 20 round magazine, which is going to be the smaller magazine of the bunch. So what that'll mean is that you'll also have really alright handling. Now it does have a little bit better default recoil control than the Vel 46, so you can actually land shots a little more accurately. But out to 20 meters, it's going to be a little bit rough, but it's not going to be near as rough as the Vel 46. So you're able to land every single shot pretty dang well. And the reload speed, not too bad either. But it's really going to be meant for going to be up and close and personal. I want to combine this with the X12, or one of the faster handguns in the game, and I'm also going to make it to where that this thing is going to be built for pure speed as well. Let's go ahead and tune it for maximum mobility. Fire rate, you want to do sprint to fire, and down sight speed as well, so that's really cool. So you want to do that. That's 4. We don't have a smaller magazine size, so we're just going to go ahead and put on something else like that. Recoil smoothness and damage range, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so I want to compare it to this. So this has alright mobility, and compared to what we actually see here, it's about on par. Actually, it looks like it is a little bit faster. Yeah. Yeah, it's about on par with the actual X12 now. So even with the X12, with the fastest mobility you can get on it, the BASP will still match it in the mobility category, which is really cool to see. And what we're going to do, we're going to put on a couple bots. We're also going to change the rule sets here, so we have a little bit of a longer match time. And we're also going to get a little bit more ammunition, all that kind of stuff going on there. So we'll set that thing up. So still, the King technically is in mobility. It would still match up with the BASP is the Fennec 45, and it has the best handling speed as well. So the best hand on sight and all that kind of stuff. So if you want like pure blazing speed, you can use that. The double tap mod has been buffed as well, so it does shoot way faster now. So it's alright, like it has that 12 round magazine. You'll just be bumping down even further with it, but you can run like really dang fast with it if you really want to. But we're going to go with the fast P here, and I'll show this off. And kill myself there. So obviously sprint to fire time will be really dang fast. They'll have pretty alright handling. Headshots will be alright. So they pretty much made the MPX the fastest gun in the game, or potentially the fastest gun in the game. Or second fastest, technically. The Vel 46 still has a beat in hand down sight time, but I mean, that's like splitting hairs when it comes to like half fractions for like frames there, because this is practically about as fast as you could possibly get the guns to move. Like, I don't really know how else, or like how much faster you can really get these things. But they're really dang good, so I'm matching it with the actual handgun. So, normal movement speed. So you can see, about the exact same movement speed. And down sight speed, you can also move really quickly with that. So it's not too bad. It's really just an automatic version of the handgun, moving around at real fast speeds. And it does go faster than the Vel 46 when it comes to mobility, so you have that going. It's a little bit smaller in magazine size, so it's really just pick or choose on what you want to run for it. Again, the Fennec being the best there is, it's going to have the smallest magazine size, and that just seems to be like the biggest change between both of them. They all have either kind of stat you want to excel in for mobility, or how snappy you really want the gun to feel. Oh, this boy's sliding. They also made it to where you can shoot a little bit sooner while you're sliding, so now you can actually just shoot from there. So sliding into combat now might be a little bit better. You might need to dial it back or make it to where it's a little bit faster by like another 50 or 100 milliseconds. And they'll make it to where that it's actually really worth sliding and shooting at the same time. Well, all around, this is not too bad of a gun. That one small change to small magazines, that will apply to every single gun that does have a smaller magazine. And it'll make it to where that you guys will have more of an incentive to use those attachments. Now, Warzone, I doubt you're ever going to be using this kind of build. It's just pretty much just too inaccurate. And of course, with a 20 round magazine, it's not going to be that good when you're up against squads, or even just losing gunfights outright to just one person. So definitely not really a build that you guys want to be running in Warzone. But in multiplayer, yeah, it's absolutely going to be shredding people. Kind of bot. I can't really see anything, but the bots do. Yeah, so it's not too bad at all. They probably messed up on giving this gun a little bit too much attachment, so you could probably buff. I think they might keep continuing down this whole trend of making things a little bit faster, so they might make a universal change to all the smaller guns to increase movement speed or aim down sight speed, whatever they might do for that. But so far, it's not really that bad at all.
Blood for blood.
But the guns feel really snappy now, so if you guys want to use SMGs, they're better than ever right now in Season 3. Really, really dang solid. And these are just showing like one of the examples you can do. So obviously, you can change it around if you really want to. Probably remove the smaller barrel. I would still keep the 20-round magazine on there, though. It just gives you so much mobility.
Is that all you've got?
But it's not too bad at all. So you can definitely swap it out for a little bit more accuracy. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. A pretty good, like real fast mobility type of gun with a second to best magazine, or a second to best magazine capacity to it. So you guys don't need to worry about reloading as often. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.